What's going on, YouTube? And welcome back here to another day here with the Diamond Lion. Today we are back in the MC Parks and we're taking a look at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Today we're going to be celebrating Christmas, living in the wild. We're going to be taking a look at Disney's Animal Kingdom, their Christmas offerings, what they have in store. So let's head right in. So right when you come in here, you got the bus loop. And as soon as you come in, this is my favorite Christmas tree of all the parks, between Magic Kingdom's tree at the front of Main Street, Epcot's at the I think it's the International Connections, whatever it's called, and even Disney's Hollywood Studios. This tree is fantastic, and what's great about the tree itself is very nice because I like the Lion King, so that IP is obviously featured a lot on this tree. But on the ground, they actually have a lot of presents that go back to my first trip to Animal Kingdom during Christmas, and I remember seeing that they have like a Chip 'n Dale spinning in a globe. They have different like Lion King toys or references to Jungle Book as presents, all that stuff. And it was perfect, and they still have it today. And I think that's what separates that tree from the other ones, because the tree itself is nice. Yeah, they've got ornaments and stuff, but I think what's the presence underneath is really what makes that such an incredible tree, in my opinion, or a display. So we're going to be heading into the Animal Kingdom, and we don't typically go into Animal Kingdom here on this channel. Usually I'm spending a lot more time at the other three parks, so we're going to make sure to give some love here because it's well deserved, especially right now, because Animal Kingdom is going to be going through a lot over the next couple years. They're going to be closing Dinosaur Land, and they're going to be redeveloping that area. So this park is definitely going to need it definitely needs some love, but this area is definitely a little bit devoid of what we expect from Animal Kingdom at this point. And over here, actually, we're staying here for a minute because they have something called the Merry Menagerie. And this is one of my favorite entertainment offerings that Walt Disney World does for the holidays. They have a bunch of people that have these puppets with them, these winter puppets. They're foxes and seals, and I think they're reindeer or elk. And they have these different animals. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. Penguins, they've got polar bears, all these different types of like winter themed animals, and they have them as puppets that you could actually walk up to and pet here in the Animal Kingdom. And it's all right here, right as you get past the Oasis and you start to get to this hub area where you get the reveal of the Tree of Life. And they sell, of course, like puppets and plushes of the Merry Menagerie characters here in this shop. And off to the side, I think on this side too, yeah, because Island Mercantile's over here. So that makes sense. Oh no! Why don't they have Island Mercantile open yet? I guess this part... Oh, they have this part closed. Okay. Well, at least they have some of it open. I guess they're redoing it, because this does look a little bit of like the older style. So I wonder if they're actually redeveloping the Island Mercantile shop. Other than that, there's not a huge amount of theming in terms of like the Savannah area or in Africa or really in Asia by Expedition Everest. You're not really going to see too much Christmas theming over there. But we are going to go to an area that definitely has a lot of Christmas theming in this park. And that is Avatar. Avatar Land, Pandora. Definitely has its fair share of theming, and I'm not sure if it's actually in here or not. I might be sneezing again here, guys. Sorry. Oh man, it's like a sneeze that's like ready to come out, but it's letting me know it's coming out, but it's not ready to. And I am a little bit sick, so if I do sound a little bit more nasally than usual, I do apologize for that. This is incredible. I've not seen this with all the little like elements to it. This, I'm telling you, every time I come through here, I say this in all my videos, you never know what you're gonna see when you come through here. The amount of like stuff I see in here, it's really incredible. So yeah, normally he'll have a little Santa hat on. There'll be some garland and stringed up lights along this area here by the restaurant. You've got all that over here by Satu'li Canteen. And then if we go back toward the Dino Institute and by Dinosaur, now Dinosaur itself doesn't have a ton of Christmas theming, but if we take a look over by this way, I don't know if they have it in here yet, but Dino Land itself has a decent amount of Christmas theming. They put up some wreath and some garlands over here by the big merchandise store. They put a little Santa hat on the dinosaur here. Trying to remember where that one spot is, but they actually have a whole Santa meet and greet in Animal Kingdom over by Dino Land. And some of the theming I've seen, it's unlike a lot of the theming we see in Disney today, and it really is the Imagineers being able to just do their work. And they did a phenomenal job with it. Some of the references, you have like a tiny time rover and a snow globe spinning around, like all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so I think it's in here. I think it's in this, I forget what this restaurant's called, and it will be closing here very shortly. Trilobites, I don't remember the exact name of this one, but that's one of these little kiosks is Trilobites, and this is part of that whole area. And back here somewhere they have Santa Claus meeting people, which is really, really nice. And this is an area that's definitely going to be missed. A lot of people really have a lot of fond memories, including myself, with Dino Land. I really like Dinosaur. I'm really upset to see that one go. That was a gut punch. That was like, you know, I'm trying to like kind of rationalize all the changes Disney's been making recently, and I would say the kidney shot is definitely losing Dinosaur. But really, the liver shot for me is losing the Muppets. That one really hurts. I think I'm less upset about Dinosaur now because I'm just more upset about losing Muppets. So now, like, the loss of Dinosaur, as much as I'm upset to lose it, I'm a little bit more okay with what they're replacing it with than I am with what Muppet Vision's being replaced with. And I know this isn't the video for this. I'm getting off topic, but we are talking about Dinosaur here. I think the thing I'm most excited for this redeveloped kind of Walt Disney World that's coming up here over the next couple years is seeing what they do with this. The Pueblo Esperanza, I've never seen Encanto, so I'm not really that excited for the Encanto IP coming in here, but I will be excited to ride it and just see what they do with Encanto. I am really excited for the Indiana Jones coming into that ride building of Dinosaur. There's always going to be a piece of me that's upset because I do like the idea of having different attractions and different IPs in different parks. And I think Dinosaur, you know, the reality is people don't really care about Dinosaur in the way that they do about other Disney IPs. And I do understand that. But it is something that's different than the other cookie cutter Magic Kingdom type rides, right? And the types of attractions like Dinosaur that they get away with here in Animal Kingdom, or maybe Hollywood Studios for that matter, they probably wouldn't be able to get away with that in the Magic Kingdom. And I think that edge is needed in Disney parks. And I'm not saying that they need to make Indiana Jones a scary attraction, But they should definitely have some elements kind of like they do in Disneyland, which I expect they will, of like the creepy tarantulas kind of crawling around, or the scorpions and the snakes. Like, have that little bit of an edge without it being too scary. I think they could definitely do that. I think Disney, kind of as we're moving forward here, is kind of reverting from where the Eisner era in the 90s was, right? Like having attractions that maybe are a little bit more off-colored and a little bit more scary, like Dinosaur. Um, but anyway, that's for another day. But I've gotten into enough of a side tangent here about Dinosaur. I will say though, we're gonna warp over to Africa, and Africa does a really nice job with some of their Christmas theming. There's no real like overlays, like attraction overlays, like Kali River Rapids or the Savannah, the Safari, Kilimanjaro. That all kind of stays the same, but they do add a lot of decorative, like garlands and things like that over here. On top of the already great theming in this area, you've got like somebody left their bicycle up against one of the buildings over here. The Harambe Marketplace signage on the side here, like all that stuff really adds to what I think makes this little area so nice. But honestly, I have to say, I do think that they could do more with this area. Exactly what, I'm not sure, because I don't know if people in Africa celebrate Christmas, and if they do, why is that not represented here? I think if they have some kind of celebration like that could be kind of shown off a little bit more back here. I feel like that's a missed opportunity, and a perfect example. I don't really know if or how people in Africa celebrate Christmas, and like I said, if there is some kind of celebration, I'd love to learn more about it, and I think Disney could kind of capitalize on that. The Festival of the Lion King, probably keep that the same. You probably can't really do too much Christmas theming with that. It's kind of just, it's a stage show. And to be honest, I don't really know if anything Christmas themed would really fit in there as kind of like an overlay or something. Because I try to think of it this way, like for Animal Kingdom, right? As much as I love the Merry Menagerie thing, like, is there something that people are going to go out of their way to go to this park for? And as much as I love the menagerie and the puppets, that's not something that's going to make someone buy a $200 ticket to Animal Kingdom for the holidays, right? And I think if Disney wants to kind of look into a direction of maybe getting an overlay or a new entertainment offering for this area, I think it would be a lot easier, and Disney realistically would go for that option of an entertainment offering than a full-on new attraction or an attraction overlay. I do wonder though, when they develop the new Zootopia Better Zoogether, which is going to be the new ride in the Tree of Life, I do wonder if they could, because it's all digital and screens, I wonder if they could do something like Monsters Inc., where you have sort of a Christmas overlay to that attraction. And I think that could be pretty easily done, depending on what they do with the animatronics. You could probably pretty easily put in some kind of animatronic that just has a Santa hat on, or a Santa beard, right? Like, maybe Clawhauser has a Santa beard on and a Santa hat, right? Or maybe you put him in a full Santa suit. Like, how great would that be, right? And maybe it has nothing to do with the actual attraction, but like kind of like the Figment thing, where he has his Figment holiday sweater. Like, it doesn't even have to be in the context of the attraction. It's just there, and people will want to see that. Now, again, going back to my argument from earlier, is that something that's going to convince someone to buy a $200 ticket to go to Disney's Animal Kingdom for the day? No. But if you have that, you have the Merry Menagerie, and you add something else, well, now you're giving more reason for somebody to justify that, and justify to go to this park during the holidays. And I think it would help take away some of the traffic in Hollywood Studios, Epcot, and Magic Kingdom, because they have pretty decent offerings in those three parks. And I understand, like, in reality, it's kind of hard to do kind of a Christmas theme here in Animal Kingdom. I do wonder if they'll do something once Encanto opens. I don't think there's much you could really do with Indiana Jones Christmas themed, but I'm sure Encanto, maybe they could do something like I've kind of recommended for, Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Like, instead of collecting the band to have some kind of gig or whatever, or you're collecting everybody, you're collecting the family, you're finding your family and celebrating a holiday dinner, together, and having the holidays together. And that's kind of your adventures to kind of round up the family or round up whoever, right? So I think that's kind of an interesting concept, and maybe something that comes to pass someday. Um, the carousel, you could probably add a Christmas overlay to whatever that new carousel is going to be in Animal Kingdom in Pueblo Esperanza. And you could definitely add some of the elements maybe from the combination of Las Posadas in the Mexico Pavilion and the what's the Christmas offering at Hollywood Studios with the kind of Latin American theming. You could have something like that um, in that area as well, right? And kind of like a Colombian culture in terms of, or Brazil kind of celebration of the holidays or Christmas. I'd love to see something where Tusker House, you've got this character meet and greet for the morning breakfast meal, right? The character dining for breakfast at Tusker. What if you had, Santa Mickey, Santa Goofy, and all the characters were dressed up in, like, not even Santa, like Christmas sweaters, right? Just kind of similar to what they do at the Hollywood and Vine in Hollywood Studios. They have the Christmas and the Halloween outfits for the characters in that meet and greet, right? Like things like that go such a long way, more than maybe Disney thinks is worth, or they understand or know, but people will want to go to that just because of that. And I think that's kind of a missed opportunity by Disney if they're not at least considering tapping into that type of market. But I'm not sure. I guess, is this Kilimanjaro? I guess it's not open. Maybe it is open. I don't know. I can't really tell. I don't know. I think it's open. Because that's the Fast Pass entrance, right? So that should be fine. If that's the Fast Pass entrance, I think we're okay. And I remember when I was coming through here, the last time I went to Disney at night, there was a mouse climbing on top of some of the, like the wooden boards that go across there. That was a little bit scary. Map of Pangani. This is a really nice queue, though. I love the Kilimanjaro Safari. Oh, this is cool. I've never seen this before. Wow. This is really nice. You got some cranes in here. You've got, I'm gonna assume that's some kind of like boar or pig or wildebeest. A wildebeest probably wouldn't be in this enclosure if I had to guess, but it definitely kind of looks like a wildebeest. The research center. Okay. So we have to be pretty close by now. I don't know what... Oh. Got some birds here. The tambourine. The cichlid fish. Huh. Purple glossy starling. I assume that these are going to actually work when you go in here. This is incredible. Got naked mole rats. You've got some interesting stuff here. This is really, really nice. So yeah, in terms of kind of wrapping up today's video for Christmas theming, let me know what you guys would add for Christmas theming in Animal Kingdom. I know my local park, Hershey Park, they have like live reindeer in the park. Now, I don't know how Disney would be able to kind of work that in, but that would be really cool to see like live reindeer in Animal Kingdom somewhere and just have them kind of in a certain enclosure for a little bit and you could kind of meet and feed those characters. I think that would be really cool. And look at this. They even have the African Mickey Mouse here. That is awesome. The hidden Mickey in plain sight. I love that. And there's the bike. Yeah, the attention to detail is incredible in here. This is just, this is unfortunately it's kind of a shame because I definitely don't go to Animal Kingdom enough. They have some incredible stuff in here. This is just chocked full of like that, the hidden Mickey thing, right? Like people probably come over here looking kind of like I did, kind of like maybe by accident purposely looking for it, and then you see it like that, just perfect. So that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed our tour through Animal Kingdom. I know there really wasn't much. I mean, we kind of talked about a lot of stuff in today's video, but I don't know, sometimes I'll do that. Sometimes I'll kind of just go and start rambling about random stuff, and that's kind of what we did here today. But nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.